Hey everyone, just thought we'd go over some basic theory today. Really basic stuff, so introductory lessons, but it's really important to understand this stuff. So the subject we're going to be dealing with is time signatures, crotchets and quavers, and how they all relate to each other. Now, if you have a look at this here, you have our stave, which all the music is written on, the 5 lines and 4 spaces. Now this here at the start is a neutral clef. Okay, basically the clef tells us what instrument the music is written for in this case, and because we are a pitchless instrument we have a neutral clef. These 2 numbers here are your time signature. Now the way I always remember this is by 2 words: amount and value. The amount of notes are 4. The value of those 4 notes are crotchet. So we have 4 crotchets in one bar. Basically music all runs off of fractions in this case, so we're going to be going 4, 8, 16th, 32nd, 64th and so on. But that's for another lesson. So yeah, 4 crotchets in one bar. Now what's a crotchet? That there would be a crotchet. A crotchet note. So it has a dot and stem, and if we're playing in 4/4 time, we can fit 4 crotchets in the bar. Okay, this is the only time signature that we're going to be dealing with today, but obviously if you were in 2/4, you could fit 2 crotchets in. And also you can fit other notes in, notes that might be smaller than a crotchet. And that's when we come to quavers. Now a quaver is half the size of a crotchet. So obviously if you're playing in 4/4, in which you can fit 4 crotchets in, that now means you can fit 8 eighth notes or quavers. Okay? It's really important to get the difference between sort of languages and terms here. In this country it's sort of normal to speak of crotchets, quavers, semi-quavers, minims, breathes, all those different things. But there's an American system, I believe it's American, which actually makes a lot more sense, and it's very much more mathematical, in which quarter notes is what they would call a crotchet. So crotchets, quarter notes. Eighth notes instead of quavers, so you can see the actual name tells you exactly the mathematical amount the note will hold. It's basically spaces. Each of the note takes up a space, and there's no such thing as an empty space. You might have a rest, but that'll be dealt with in another lesson. Okay, so just going over that one last time. Stave, neutral clef, time signature, 4/4, amount, value. So 4 crotchets in one bar, or 4 quavers, sorry not 4, 8 quavers, beg your pardon, 8 quavers in one bar. So yeah, we'll deal with more notes on the next lesson, but we're going to try and go through the pyramid of notes really. We're starting on crotchets and quavers just because they're the ones that we'll be using in your introductory lessons. And obviously with music, depending on where you place the notes on the 5 lines or 4 spaces, determines what drum or cymbal you'll be playing on. But they will all have a value. And it's learning to count these that's really going to help you. So for example, crotchets, you would count them 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that basic heartbeat and beat of the music. That's what you lock into when you're feeling time. Quavers are counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... don't know what happened there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so the crotchet pulse is still in there. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, but you're also highlighting that extra. Okay?